Inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 34.
15.
He's coming. Double up.
Protein spill.
Coming. Double up.
Yellow.
Go. Mike with you on. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
get ready.
At their own 30-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
It's easy work, and it's coming back.
13.
I got this.
White.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Here we go.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line.
Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
11. I got you.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Lock! Hey, Alpha!
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm
From the 22, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. What do you need? 11. 2. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Watch the shit.
21. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
11. 5.
15. So don't say nothing.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Kill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I got it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Hey, alert!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. 21. Lock.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Don't be mad. You know what coming. You know where it came from.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun. 65. 11.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yellow. 66.
They'll run it with McCoy. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Yellow. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Check 37. Motion. Yellow. Orbit. 20.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
21. Slam. I got this.
On first down, here's Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Hey, alert. 50's the mark. We ain't giving him nothing to do. Hey, gun. He's mine. Hey, 21. Gives it 15. Check Mike 15. Record. Go Mike 15.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again with Breida. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking deep now for McCoy. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. His first running back, McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 69 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McCoy. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Check 13. Check 13. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Banjo.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Here's McCoy, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I got you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
11. 11. Hey, high 7.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 20.
Hey, Mike 20.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes firing complete, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Check out. Hey, box truck. Hey, gun. 11. Undercrush. Get hot.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check, go back.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
2nd and 6.
Alpha. Oh, yeah.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
You got 3 down. Check, 21.
Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, Mike 20. Defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
24. Here we go. 180.
Hey, let's get in there, home. 24 is the mic. Hey, get away from him.
Hey, alert. Hey, Sue.
24.
I got you.
Yeah, let's get set. 24 is the mic. I got it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Check 50, check 50.
Check out.
Come on.
Bravo.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 20.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you.
Hey, gun.
Watch the shit.
12, fellas, here we go.
Watch the shit.
They run with Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go. 180.
You ain't got nothing. No.
Big.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a solid run down inside the 30. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 29.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Let's get off the field, D. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Patch it.
21. Here we go. I got this. Hey, alert.
Now it's Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Flag!
Check it back, check it back.
12, 12. Hey, gun. Lock.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
65.
Any jack. Watch twins. Check safety.
I got you.
This is Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.